Warning, the video you are about to watch really sucks.
Hold up.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is a great day. Number one, because we are about to make an apple pie. And number two, because it's a great day to be Alec Lens every day. Let's get that straight. I'm gonna show you guys what it is like to make apple pie with Alec Lens. I can't cook, I can't bake. The only thing I can make is cereal and eggs. That's all I can make. So let's get into this. It's gonna be a fun time.
Up next on Disney XD, making Grandma Opal's apple pie. What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to teach you how to make Grandma Opal's apple pie. Now this is going to be a really simple recipe. You're going to want to make sure you have the right ingredients, and if you don't have the right ingredients, you're really just not going to have a good time. So make sure you grab all those ingredients. It doesn't matter really what it is. Grandma Opal's apple pie calls for any ingredient in your kitchen. I promise you, you can throw cayenne pepper, habanero, ketchup, ranch, whatever you really like are feeling. Like honestly, just mashed potatoes, anything. This is gonna make your apple pie the base and the best apple pie you've ever freaking had in your entire life. I promise you. So you're gonna want to turn that stove on. Turn it off if you really want to. You don't even have to cook it. You can eat your stuff raw, which isn't really ideal to do, but if that's what you're into, I say go for it, man. Moving on, you're gonna want to cut your butter up into squares and make sure your butter is like squared up. Cause you really don't want someone coming in the kitchen and just like stealing your butter and like saying like, "Oh, this is my butter," cause that's a really ideal tool for this recipe, dude. Hey, that's my recipe. Why you cooking my recipe? Security, can you get this lady out of here? But anyway, guys, you are going to want to get your hands nice and moist in that bowl and just get into it, dudes. You know, it happens after a couple seconds or it could take a couple of minutes. Anyway, you're going to want to get deep into this dough and just, you know, hit it a couple times, like whatever. After that, you're going to want to grab some powder. Please make sure they're not narcotics, because you're really not going to have a good time. No. Grab some flour, throw it on the table, and grab a cooking ladle, my friends. After you put the dough on the table, on the flour. If you put it on the regular table, you might just ruin the apple pie. I mean, it's not like we haven't ruined it already. But anyways, grab that kitchen ladle. You know, make sure you sprinkle some powder on there, whether it's sugar, salt, or gasoline. Anything you want. Just try to make sure it's not baking soda. Like that would really like harm your teeth. I don't know what else it would harm, but just get back into it. Roll your boat. I mean, roll the dough. I mean, I don't even know what I'm saying. This is my first podcast, so sorry guys, but then you're gonna pat your way to success. Pat. And you're going to do the same thing to the top layers that we're going to be using as strips, man. Like chicken strips, dude.
It seems like we've got a guest caller, so please tell us your name and the reason you're calling.
That boy ain't know how to roll a damn ladle. What in the
Anyways, guys, sorry about that.
After you do that, you're going to put it on the platter and you're just going to scoop your rotten apples on there, whether you left them in the sun for a couple of weeks or you just bought them from the store. Just throw the apples on the pie there. And that's basically the main ingredient. Again, anything in this sauce goes. In my sauce, I used brown sugar, regular sugar, and a bunch of other good shit. I really forgot. Shake it up, shake that like a Polaroid, dude. And now you're going to be cutting strips. And these strips have to be pretty thin, my friends. Pretty thin. Because if you make them really thick, your pie is going to look like really good. And that's not really the objective here, because for all of you failures who work 9-to-5 jobs, you're not going to want to take your pie to work because your coworkers are going to ask for a piece, or you're going to feel inclined to offer them a piece for some reason. Just make it look as shitty as possible, and don't forget to mention to your coworkers that you did throw some spices in there, and if they really want to try it, give them a nice surprise. Anyways, so after you make your pie look really shitty on the top and like broken and stuff, you're going to put your sauce, whatever you put in there, on top. Make sure you get it on all the strips, because our next step is just going to be doing what that famous Vine guy does with the meat and the spices or whatever. I haven't seen it that many times, only about 15. You're going to sprinkle that brown sugar all over the top, or whatever you're using, to be honest, and throw that in the oven. But make sure you don't, touch the metal rack, because you're going to burn yourself like this idiot. There he goes. Whoops! Yep, sucks for you, man. That wasn't me. You're gonna want to let your pie roast and cook for a couple of minutes, dude. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, baby!
Again, taking it out, make sure you're careful. You really don't want to be rocked like a hurricane and just get 3rd-degree burns and have to go to the hospital. Take the pie out of the oven, and you're just going to want to, let it cool down for about 3 days.
Laura, high five. Great teamwork.
I'm not showing. Right. That's not coming up.
There is your finished product, guys. It was a great time making Grandma Opal's apple pie recipe. Remember, you can use just about anything in this apple pie. And by the way, don't forget to slap that subscribe button, silly. Put on your mime glove, the white ones that they used to use in old movies, and slap that like you've never slapped anything in your entire life. Give my video a thumbs up. I don't know where else I'm going with this, but this was a complete mess of a vlog, so I apologize to all of you. Yes, I am a failure. Good night.